Oh, wow. Okay, we are going to England. Okay? Wow, we're going to England. Uh, Title says man arrested after hockey player's throat was fatally cut in freak accident during game. True Crime Daily published November 14th, 2023, and this is in Nottingham. Uh, British police have arrested a man on a manslaughter charge about 2 weeks after a 29-year-old hockey player died during a game last month. Adam Johnson played for the Nottingham Panthers, a team in the Elite Hockey League. According to the team, on October 28th, the Panthers played the Sheffield Steelers. During the game, Johnson became injured in a freak accident. He died the next day at a hospital. The South Yorkshire Police said in a statement that an autopsy concluded Johnson died from a fatal neck injury. On November 14th, detectives took an unnamed male into custody in connection with Johnson's death. According to the BBC, coroner Tanika Rawdon urged the Hockey League's governing body to require neck guards, saying, in due course, the inquest will consider whether the use of a neck guard or protector could have prevented Mr. Johnson's death. Some teams have already started implementing neck guards. Johnson, a Minnesota native, previously played for the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Penguins announced days after Johnson's death that the staff made the guards available for any players who wanted to wear them. The Nottingham Panthers described Johnson as not only an outstanding ice hockey player, but also a great teammate and an incredible person with his whole life ahead of him. The Panthers hosted a celebration of life in Johnson's honor and are selling memorial jerseys. The Pittsburgh Penguins honored Johnson, who wore number 47 on his jersey, by donating AJ47 decals on their helmets. Penguins head coach Mike Sullivan said he was a great kid, he was a good player. Boy, he could really skate. It was a privilege to be his coach. There are no words I have to explain how I feel about the whole circumstance. It's just an incredible tragedy. But all he said was, during the game, Johnson became injured in a freak accident. He died the next day at the hospital. It was concluded it was a fatal neck injury, but I don't understand. What happened specifically? Was it the skates that cut his throat? I'm a little bit confused because they didn't really give a proper explanation as to what happened. Okay, so this is the South Europe. Why is it not found? Well, that's weird. You would think. Is this not in... Yeah, it's a... Well, the South Yorkshire Police were the ones that announced it, but this is from Nottingham. Let's see what the BBC has to say. Watch them have me pay for this. Freak accident. But I don't understand. This is the, I guess, the memorial for him, but because they are talking about like the neck guard, but it's just they're not really explaining. Was it that they were in the middle of the game? Did someone like fall? What happened? We know that something happened because the hockey player is no longer with us, but they just jumped from something happened to this is the solution for it, but there's no explanation in between. Very weird. Very weird. Very iffy. And they're just like talking about his life and whatnot, which is wonderful. And I can totally understand because, you know, you're trying to be sympathetic and empathetic towards his family and all that. But, you know, there would still need, there's still a need to be able to understand what actually happened to this human being. He was here. He occupied space in the world. I don't know. This is crazy. It says a coroner has called for neck guards in ice hockey to become compulsory following the death of a player whose neck was cut during a match. That's it. That's all we know. And that it was a freak accident, and they just need neck guards now. I don't know. Something doesn't sit well with me. And I'm not saying that there was anything done intentionally. I am a skeptical, especially after having read so many true crime cases and seen all the documentaries and whatnot. And I watch more horror movies than true crime cases, but I still do watch them. So it's made me a skeptical. In this case, it's not that I don't think there was anything done on purpose, or, you know, something like malignant, or they wanted to. This was like a plan. I mean, yeah, at the same time, get off of me. At the same time, you never know. You never know with humans. All right, it's very sad. Hopefully, we can get a better answer as to what happened. This makes me very curious. The fact that the South Yorkshire Police Department in England no longer has this article or any type of explanation about what happened to this hockey player. It's pretty weird, but hey, man, who are we to judge other than true crime fanatics?